Hello guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Arslan and today we are on day 69 of solving the object-oriented programming questions with the help of Python. If you are very new to this channel, let me give you a very brief introduction of what this playlist is all about. In this playlist, we have been solving questions based on object-oriented programming. So we started from a very basic logic, very basic understanding and very basic concept of object-oriented programming, where we first discussed the concept of objects and classes, and then we have done couple of questions based on it. Then from day 1 to day 2, day 3, day 4, we have been increasing the bar like anything. We have discussed many concepts, multiple concepts of object-oriented programming, including inheritance, object, instances, and we have covered so many concepts till date. We will be discussing the concept of encapsulation, and I have already discussed the concept of encapsulation on day 61, and then I have introduced the concept of encapsulation while discussing the some important concept related to encapsulation, that is to discuss the private attribute, protected attribute and public attribute. Now today we will be doing question based on based on encapsulation, and as we have already done question based on encapsulation in our previous class, and moreover we have done so many questions on encapsulation already. So in last class we were doing a question based on encapsulation, that was this, and it was a part of that question, but it was very different from the one which we have done. So we were doing the question and we were creating two classes, two separate classes. So what I did here is I just separated two questions for 2 days. So on day 68 we have this question, and on day 69 I've separated this question. So what I mean here is that we will be doing this question today, and as if you have watched my tutorial on day 68, you will be knowing that what I mean. So if you are very new to this channel, very new to this playlist, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So what I will be doing here is, first of all I would like to ask you guys to solve this question on your own, and if you are unable to solve this question, then you can of course follow my method, but please give it a try before just watching it directly, just directly watching mine. So let's begin with this question. So what we will be doing here is we will be creating a class called restaurant with private attributes menu, a dictionary, menu, items and name. So what we will be doing here is we will be creating a class called restaurant. So class restaurant, RESTORAURANT, restaurant, and then we have two instance attributes here. So first of all we will be writing definite here, and then we have two instance attributes that are private attribute, and what we will be passing here is menu and then name. So we have two instance attributes here, and since my menu is an empty list here, empty dictionary here, so I will be writing self dot underscore underscore menu is equals to an empty dictionary, and I will be removing it from here because I do not require it here, and then I will be saying that self dot underscore underscore name is equals to name. Now these two are my private attributes, and this is also my private attribute. So let me just copy this comment here and put it here, because these both are my private attribute. And if you do not know what are private attribute, you can just watch my previous tutorial where I have discussed in detail about what is private attribute, what is public attribute, and what is protected attribute. I have already discussed, but to summarize it, to give you a brief introduction, brief concept of private attribute and public attribute, you can say that we cannot use private attribute directly in our instance, what I mean here is, let's say I have a is equal to restaurant, and if I want to directly get my let's say name, if I want to just directly get my name, and if I say that name is equals to a name, a name, a name. And if I want to directly get my uh, what I want to get, I want to get directly get my name, so I cannot get it. Let me show it to you. That if I say that print a dot name, and I will print this, it will be throwing me an error. So as you can see, it's showing me an error which is saying that restaurant object has no attribute name. But we do have a attribute name, but we are not able to access it. So this is what private attribute. However, if I say if I create a method, let's say if I have a method called get name, and I just say that self, and I return what, return me this value self dot underscore underscore name, name. And if I just, instead of printing this, if I say that a dot get name and close it by parenthesis because it's a method, and if I run this now, it will be giving me a name, as you can see. So this is how we can access the method of private. However, if I will be creating a public attribute, let's say self dot name. So what is the difference between both of these two? The difference here is the first, this was public attribute, but private attribute, because it has two underscore. So, and the public attribute does not have two underscore. So this is my public score. So this is how you initialize a public attribute and a private attribute. So with a private attribute you have two double underscore, and with a public attribute you do not have any underscore. And if I just say print me now we have what private attribute. If I just comment it, and if I just comment my private attribute, now we have a public attribute, right? Now if I say that a dot print a dot name, it will be giving me a name. Previously it was not able to just access the value directly. So this is what is the difference. This is the difference between the public attribute and the private attribute. Now let's get back to the question and just understand. Let's just understand what we will be just doing in our tutorial. Now what we have here is, we have two attributes here. Let me just remove all this thing here from here, and just make sure that we are on to the question. And now we have to create a method to add items to the menu. So let's create a method to add items. And we first of all, we will be having item, and then we will be having a price. So these two will be my key value pair. Now what we will be doing here is, we will be just targeting this menu dictionary, and in this dictionary we will be adding key as a item as a key, and price as the value. So what we will be doing here is, we will be adding the item as the key and the price as the value of the items dictionary dictionary in the menu, or you can say in the restaurant class. Now this is what we will be doing here. So to do this, what we will be taking, we will be just taking this, we will be targeting this menu item here, menu dictionary here. We will be seeing that self dot underscore underscore menu, and we will be just putting square brackets here, and inside the square bracket I will be putting item, and I will be saying item is equals to price. So this is how we will be adding the items inside the menu list. Now if I just say print me a dot menu, if I say that print me a dot underscore underscore menu, it will be throwing me an error. We know, right? It will be throwing me an error, because we have to just get any value which is private, any instance which is private, we will be just getting it through a method. So if I create a method def display, what is the method we have to create? We have to create display menu. If I just create a method called display menu, which uh, is just returning me what it is returning me. It is me returning me self dot underscore underscore self dot underscore underscore menu. And instead of this, if I say that return me a dot display menu and close it by parentheses, so now right now it will be showing me an empty dictionary. So as you can see, this is showing me an empty dictionary. So I can just first of all print a value. The items in the menu are, and put a colon here, and right now if I print it, it will be again showing me the items in the menu are empty dictionary. And if I want to add the item, what I will be doing here is I will be running this method called add items to add the items inside my menu dictionary. To do that, I will be saying that add a dot add items, and let's say I want to add an item called pasta, and the price I want to put in here is, let's say, 200. And let's say one more item I want to add, and let's say it right now it's Maggie, and the price here it is, let's say, 80. And right now if I run this code now, it will be showing me two items inside my list. Let's see, you can see that I have two items key with a key value pair. So key here is pasta and the value here is 200, and again Maggie has as the key and the value here is 80. So this is how we will be just doing our add items method. So this is how we have created our add items method, and we have also created a method called display info, display menu, that will be just displaying the menu. Moreover, we can also put the name inside our menu, that will be just implement method to add items to the menu, remove items from the menu, display the menu. So we can also return the self dot, we can just print it like this, print f string the name, or we can just put name and return what, self dot underscore underscore name. And instead of printing this, we can just print it menu, self dot menu, and saying that and putting it right below the statement, right below the printed value, which are where I have printed the items in the menu are this, and the name is this. Now if I run this, it will be showing me the items in the menu are an empty list, and then name is equals to an empty list again. Now what I will be doing here, instead of printing this, because I have already printed in my method, I will be just not printing it again. It will be throwing me a none value, and right now it will be showing me like this, and name is this, and the items in the menu are this. So now what we will be doing here is we will be just creating a method to remove items from the list. So what we can do here is we can create a method called def remove items. Now we will be taking self here and item, and I will be only requiring an item here, because we will be just removing the key, automatically the value will be removed. So what I can do here is, first of all, I will be checking the item whether it's inside the menu or not. So to do that, I will be saying that for or if uh, item in self dot underscore underscore uh, menu, if it's there, if item in self dot underscore underscore menu, then delete that item from the menu dictionary. So I will be saying that delete self dot underscore underscore menu, and I will be just doing some indexing here, saying that remove that item. Now I have the remove method as well. So after this, if it's there, then we can remove. If it's not there, just print me the value saying that the item is not there in the menu. and I will be putting f string here, showing if it's there it will be just deleting, and if it's not there it will be printing. So it's simple here. And I have I have just put an f string here, which will be just directly referring to the item which is not present. So if I just say a dot remove items, and I will be putting the name of the item. Let's say I've put the pasta as the item, and now if I just print my value or method, if we say particularly, uh, if I run this again, a dot display menu, uh, first of all it will be just showing me an empty dictionary, and then after this it will be showing two items in the dictionary, and then after that it will be just showing me one item. So let's run this and show it to you that first of all it's showing me uh, as you can focus that it's showing me one item in the list, and then after this that sorry, first of all it's showing me 0 items in the list, and then after that it's showing me two items in the list, two items in the dictionary, and then it is showing me only one item in the dictionary. So this is how the logic would work here. After this, what we are gonna do here is what I will be doing here is, see, I am just printing self.menu here. What I will be doing here is I will just removing self dot, instead of self.menu I will just printing self.name. So that was the error. I have just figured it out right now. And then what we will be doing here moreover here is let's run this now and see whether we have got the correct value or not. Yeah, we have got the correct value right now. Now for name we will be doing something, and also for dictionary we will be doing something. So what we will be doing here is we will be just changing whole this whole display menu method and change it to something. So what I am gonna do here is I am putting the logic to just first of all print print an f string here, saying that the name, the items, or sorry, the menu in the restaurant. So the restaurant will be here is our self dot underscore underscore name. So the name will be carrying the name of the restaurant, right? So the name here is the name of the restaurant, and it could be anything. So let's say instead of putting a name here, let's say it's a name of the restaurant as delicious food something, and this is the name of the restaurant here. Now this display menu method, display menu method is the method which will be printing all the information related to the menu. So first of all it will be belonging, the menu will be belonging to some restaurant. So now restaurant will have some menu. So the first of all we are saying printing a value, printing a statement saying that the menu in the restaurant. So this self dot name will be having some restaurant. So if I run this after deleting this, if I run this, it will be showing me display menu method will be showing me a message, something like this, that the menu in the delicious food is this, and the menu in the delicious food, and it is just showing me this statement only. So if it's not there, it will be throwing me a value showing that the pasta is not there in the menu. Now what I'm gonna do here is previously we were, while we were running like this, the code is like this, saying that self dot menu and returning that value, it was showing me value in dictionary, but I do not want that in a form of a dictionary. I want them in the form of a string. So to get them in the form of the string, what I am gonna do here is I will be just looping them through and printing that. So I can say that for item price in self dot underscore underscore menu dot items, and this is my dictionary now, and I am saying that in this in my dictionary dot items, I want item and price, so in the form of a string, right? So I can say that print f string here, saying that item item, and or I can just put the name directly, name of the item, and saying a colon here, and putting the colon here in fact, and putting price here. And right now it will be more readable because it will be in the form of the dictionary. As you can see that the menu in the delicious food is nothing because it's not showing anything, and it will be not looping it through because there will be no item here. Now the menu in the delicious food is Maggie pasta, and the pasta is not there in the menu. It will be showing me an error, and the menu in the delicious food is Maggie. Now I want one more logic here, that if there is no food in the delicious food, means in the restaurant, in the menu, if it's not there, I do not want to loop it. I will just making sure that it's print to me, it will be printing me a value. So if I say that if self dot underscore underscore menu dot, or the length method, I will be using the length method, saying that len is greater than 0. If it's greater than, or if it's greater than 0 only, and then only I want to run this, else I will be showing a print value saying that there is no item in the menu. Now initially we do not have any items, right? So initially it will be printing me a value showing that there is no item in the menu. As you can see, it's showing the menu in the delicious food, there is no item in the menu, the menu in the delicious food. So I will be just printing one, I will be also printing some spaces after each time I call the display menu method. So I will be printing as empty space here 2 times, so to separate them with a space here. So print me empty spaces. And why I'm doing that, because we can just read it in a more readable manner. So as you can see, the menu in the delicious food, there is no item in the menu. Or I can just put a note here, note, or I can just put an alert here, alert, there is no item in the menu. And if I run this, it will be just showing me there is no item in the menu. Now I have added 2 items. As you can see, I have added here 2 items after adding pasta and Maggie, and running this method of display menu again. You can see that I am getting pasta 200 and Maggie 80, and I am getting an alert again. So why I'm getting that, let's see. If I will be putting an else here, else print me this. Now this should run fine. Yeah, now it's running fine because I haven't put the else condition here. I've just put the if condition. I forgot to put the else condition. Now it's running fine, showing that alert, it is not there is no item in the menu. Now this is what we have to done in the question, guys. Hope you have understood the question, and hope you were able to apply the logic. And you can see that how the things were working in an encapsulation and how the things were going in the question. If you have understood this question, please like the video and comment down in the comment section that you have understood the concept of encapsulation. In the further tutorial, we will be doing some more concept of object oriented programming. This concept of encapsulation has ended on day 69, now in the next tutorial we will be doing some more next new concept of object oriented programming. And please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video, and see you next time.